in this piano tutorial, I want to share a different way of playing a 7-3-6 progression. And let's say we are in the key of C major. Usually when we play a 7-3-6 progression in gospel music, one of the most common ways that I've seen it played is by playing the 7 as a half diminished chord. So we're playing a D minor over a B, right? That's our 7. Our 3 is usually played as an E7 flat 9, right? And quick tip, all we did here was move this A down a half step and move the B to an E, or we can even play it as an E7. And then our last chord, which is the 6, we play as an A minor 7, right? Where we play a C major over A, or even a C major 7 over A to get an A minor 9 sound. So this is one of the most common ways of playing it. But in this tutorial, what I want to do is share a way that I heard Dave Jackson play it for a song called I Love You Forever by Tye Tribett, right? So what he does is he plays, right, that song is very simple. It goes from the 4, I love you, da, 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 to the 6, and then to the 5, and then back to the 4. And what he does is approaching the 6 from the 4, right? He starts off on the 4, and instead of going directly to the 6, he plays a 7-3-6, but not in the conventional way, right? Which would technically still work, right? I love you forever, I love you, right? That still works, but the way he does is by changing the voicing of the 7, right? So, and he adds a melody to the actual changes that he does. So it sounds something like this. Right? So he went from the 4 to the 7 to the 3 to the 6. So the way he plays this particular voicing for the 7-3 and the 6 is he starts off on the 5 of the 7, which is F sharp in this case if we're in C major, and this is our 7, right? So he plays down chromatically until E flat, and once he lands on E flat, he's going to play this B, E flat, and A, right? And you can obviously change up the voicing if you want to fill it up a little bit more, but the point is that the voicing or the extensions he's using for the 7 is simply a dominant 7, right? Then for the 3, we're also going to play a dominant 7, and we're basically doing the same thing, right? We can either go down chromatically or simply play these 3 notes to play this E7. And then for the 6, he goes from the 6 to the 7 and then the 1 to land on this 6 chord, which is an A minor 7, right? So very simple to learn, but what I want to do is show you guys how to do it in every single key. That way, if you have a key of preference, you can learn it and visualize it better. So let's move on. Let's go up chromatically, right? Let's go to C sharp. If we're in C sharp, the 7 is C, the 3 is F, the 6 is B flat. So we would do something like this, right? 7, 3, and then 6, B flat minor 7, okay? Let's move up to D major. 7 is D flat or C sharp, 3 is F sharp or G flat, and then 6 is B. So we would play something like this, right? And then the 6. And obviously I'm changing it up for every single key. I may add different notes that add more harmony to each example. For example, let's move up to E flat. 7 is D, 3 is G, and 6 is C, okay? 7, 3, 6. We would play something like this. Something like that, okay? Now let's move up to E major, right? 7, 3, and 6. we would play something like this. Sorry, I messed that up. Once again, let's do it again. We're in E. Something like that, right? I changed up the melody at the end, but if you wanted the same, it would be something like that, okay? Let's go up to F major. All right, 7, 3, and 6. We do. Something like that, okay? F sharp, 7, 3, and 6. We would do. Right, once again. Okay, G major, 7, 3, and 6. It would be. Right, A flat, 7, 3, and 6. It would be. This is a good practice that you can actually do, going through every key for a progression or different movement that you just learned. That way you can get comfortable with every single key. So let's move on to A. The 7 is this one, 3, and then 6. Okay, so we would do. And then the 6, right? Just switching it up a little bit. Once again. B flat. 7 is A. 3 is D. 6 is G. Okay, so we start off on the A. And that would be the progression. Then the last key, B major. 7 is 3 is this one, and 6 this one. We would play. Something like that, right? I totally butchered it at the end. Let's try it again. And that's basically the 7-3-6 progression in every single key. So quick reminder, I have a piano course available in the description box below. It's the first link in the description. And feel free to leave any suggestions or any questions down below in the comments, and I'll try to get to you as soon as possible.